My abusive wife called me a useless beech and threw an object at me that resulted in a brain injury. When I threatened divorce, she tried to change her tune. Over the last few years, I've been dealing with regular emotional abuse in the form of insults, constant belittling, and threats of divorce in my marriage. I've put up with it, but after this incident, I know I can't go on being with this woman. Basically, I was playing with my son and went to the kitchen to throw out a diaper. My wife was in there and called me a useless beech because I hadn't done anything since I got home from work. I was confused and explained that I had spent 2 hours cleaning the kitchen, washing dishes, picking up the living room and putting my daughter to bed before playing with my son. She didn't respond because she knew I was right, so I started to walk up the stairs to the living room. And that's when I was struck on the head with a sealed cardboard box weighing about 2 pounds. This was from about 15 feet away and thrown at full force, so I was dazed for a moment. I confronted her about it and she yelled that I deserved it for making her feel stupid. It worried me that she didn't show any concern for me, especially when my head was bulging. For the next 45 minutes I had the biggest headache and had some problems with the muscles in the right side of my face and jaw. That made me scared, so I rushed to the emergency room. I told them what happened and they said I had a concussion. The headache lasted 8 days and I experienced a wide range of symptoms related to head injury. I returned home on the 3rd day and I kept my distance from my wife while I recovered. Though this wasn't hard because my wife didn't check up on me once. She refused to apologize for any of her words and actions, and regarding my concussion, she said, "Stop being so dramatic. I didn't even mean to hurt you. I just can't aim that well." Every time we spoke it felt like I was being baited into an argument, and I didn't have the mental capacity to handle that. Well, when I was finally fine, I had a conversation with her. I told her I've been walking on eggshells around her for the last year. I'm not comfortable being around her, and don't see there being any way to mend the relationship after this. She said I was being a baby over nothing and said if I was going to continue overreacting, then she was going to divorce me. I had always panicked in the past when she brought up divorce, but I told her fine, let's get divorced. Her face immediately fell, like she was shocked I wasn't caught in her abusive trap anymore. She told me to reconsider for the children, but I told her this was the best choice because if she hurt me, there was nothing stopping her from hurting our kids. She got angry at the accusation that she'd laid hands on them, but I knew this violence didn't just spawn out of nowhere. I told her this could be a clean divorce or I'd put her through hell trying to get custody of our kids and make her lose everything. She got frantic and told me I couldn't do that to her, and then suggested we try marriage counseling before we make any drastic decisions. I wasn't willing to do that, but we left it at that because she didn't seem to have the ability to understand that she destroyed what was left of our relationship. I was struggling with the idea of tearing my family apart and the effect it would have on my kids. The next day, my wife was actually being unusually sweet. She made me breakfast in bed and kissed me. She said she had the whole day planned out for us. We were going to make love after I ate. We hadn't been intimate in 2 years, so she was using this to manipulate me. Then we were going to the park with the kids, probably to pretend we were a happy family. Then we would go have dinner together at a fancy restaurant, where she would rack up the bill. Then we'd come back home and we'd watch a movie. I asked her why she was doing this, and she replied that it was to show me our marriage was worth saving. I told her I felt like I was being heavily manipulated right now, and she got angry at me. She called me an a-hole and accused me of not wanting to try. She said I just wanted to destroy our family and she would tell the kids what I was doing, as an attempt to get them to turn against me. That was my last straw. I decided to pursue divorcing her. I told her we weren't going to do any of the things she had planned because I had my own plans. This afternoon, I spoke to an attorney and she is helping to file a protection order.